Hello, this is a video aimed principally at the French. And before I start, I'm sorry to have to tell you that I have to make the statement for the terminally humorless that this is a satire. Okay, I'm sorry to have to say this. I heard Nigel Farage telling Julia Hartley-Brewer on talk radio the other day that Britain should be generous and give some of our surplus vaccines to the EU. You may have heard they are in a bit of a fix at the moment because they couldn't run a booze up in a brewery. And they don't have enough vaccines. And it's very embarrassing, but we'll leave that on one side. Now, I have absolutely no objection whatsoever to the idea of giving surplus vaccines to various countries in the EU. Personally, I would be inclined to give any extra vaccine to the Republic of Ireland first, seeing as Britain has such strong links to Ireland, and there are so many Irish people who live in the UK and who have contributed very much and very well to everything here. And then there's Portugal, which is a country with which Britain has had traditional alliances going back hundreds of years. And apart from that, I want to say that Portugal is one of the most magical, strange, and weird countries in the world, and well worth a visit if you can get to see it. But as for giving spare vaccine to France, now that's another matter. And people of France, my advice to you is, if it is offered to you, refuse it for your own good. Now, I'm not saying that because I don't believe we should give vaccine to you, and it isn't as if I don't think you should take it if it's offered. And it isn't as if I've taken personal offence to your President Macron making a public announcement about the Oxford vaccine, insisting that France doesn't want the filthy stuff anyway because it doesn't work. At least that's what the great Dr. Macron says. No, that's not why I'm suggesting that you get your vaccines from Russia or China rather than Britain. And this is for your own good. You see, for the past 70 years or more, France has been a traditional holiday destination for the British. For the past 70 years or more, the cross-channel ferry has gone from Dover to Calais, crammed to the gunwales, both with British tourists out for a duty-free shopping expedition in Calais, or simply to get drunk on the copious amounts of tax-free liquor sloshing about on the boat more liberally than garlic in a cassoulet. And all of this means that every summer France has been invaded by drunken British tourists reeling about their streets, hooting football chants and the less savoury parts of Mademoiselle from Armentières, parlez-vous, being sick on the pavements, generally acting like a bunch of vandals, and generally making a dreadful and embarrassing, at least to me, nuisance of themselves. And one of the ways they have rationalised their appalling behaviour has traditionally been to rebuff the well-deserved complaints of the French by jeering that we saved you from the Germans during the war. Now, I want to warn you, French people, if you accept a shipment of vaccine from the United Kingdom, you're not only going to get that old chestnut about saving you from the war, but you're also going to get we saved you from COVID as well. Honestly, Mes amis, it isn't worth it. Why not treat yourself or a favoured relative or friend to these magnificent examples of merch? The mugs and T-shirts come in the Graniopteryx design or Granbo with a firearm or the more deadly knitting needles. Go to www.graniopteryx.com and whatever platform you're watching this on, please click like, subscribe and share, share, share.